interesting because it's called a beginner's session. It's a day where people can say, I have a silly question to ask. And then I will always say, there is no silly question. And then you can ask any question. Because every question has got deep meaning. Every question has a deep, deep, deep. And it is for us to find answers, for us to find purpose. So, my dear friends, let us start with that. Sip Rutanu, Sip Vikrant, Atmanand, Sip JCR, Sip Sachin, Siri, Siba, Alak, and Deepatma, Sip Rumataji, Krishnamma, Sadanand, Atmanji, Sanjay, Sip Krishna, Anil, Harshal, Girija, Soham, Sip Samatma, Viresh, Ahem, Sip, and Bliko, Sip Bliss, Dokunta, Kamalji, Sita, Sarlanand, Sip Jyoti, Sukhi, Prakasha, Abha, Sip Prakash, Rekha, Mita, Rajanand, Sip Anil, Minier, Ashwin, Yogini, and Sachin. Welcome. Welcome. And 8:55, we have to close. And those who ask questions in the beginning, you have the open house. And those who come later, you will struggle. So always at 8, the gate is open. You can come and enjoy as many questions. Rutanu, Ahem Atma, Yogini, Viresh. 4 people to ask. Start.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham, yes.
Guruji, yesterday's bhajans were very melodious. They were Madhur Geet.
What was yesterday?
No, not yesterday. Sorry, on Monday, day before yesterday.
Okay. Then any question?
Yeah, question also. Guruji, I listen to bhajans and before sleeping also I listen to bhajans and I remember God also in silence. But the only thing is I don't go to my temple like my house temple and bow down and do agarbatti. So that is okay, right?
Why should you have to go to temple and bow down and do agarbatti? For what?
I mean, previously I used to do that, but after
But
since a
you,
long time I stopped.
but you must have reverence for God. How you would treat somebody respectful. So you can't take God for granted. Therefore, agarbatti and all these things are a way of showing reverence. There is no other meaning. It is a way of respect. It is a way of love, a devotion. So we should not lose that. You lift your legs and say, hey God, okay, you kick your legs up like this and you're talking to God. Mean that you can't have reverence for God. You have to have reverence. Respect must be there, whatever you're doing. Keep in mind.
Gratitude.
Otherwise, it's okay. Ahem Atma Yogini. Viresh.
Guruji, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Shnoham, loving you so much.
Yes, tell
Good.
me.
Yeah, yeah. I have 3 questions. Even though it is silly questions or whatever, I will ask any questions to you. That is,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
When a child is born due to karma, normally every human birth takes place due to karma only. We are born in this world actually. Whether the death date, date of death is uncertain. But whether the death date also the Almighty fixes at the time of
No,
birth itself?
no. If the death date is fixed, means we are
Yeah.
like puppets.
Okay.
If the death date is fixed, means then we are not able to use our buddhi to choose.
Hmm.
So the death date is decided by our karma. As per the prarabdha karma, the agami karma, this together will decide the death date. There is no prefix. Why
Oh,
should, okay, tell me one thing. From your point of view, why should it be prefixed? Tell me, why should it be prefixed?
बिकॉज जितना मेरे हाथ में पैसा है उतना ही मैं खर्चा कर सकता हूँ जितना
What
भी
about,
मेरा हाथ में कर्मा है
uh,
उस समय तक ही मैं इस शरीर
and
में
what
रह
about,
सकता हूँ
and what about the paisa you earn, more paisa you earn?
करंट दैट विल बी कैरिड फॉरवर्ड टू द नेक्स्ट
Nah,
जन्म
nah,
नो
nah,
आई एम
nah.
जस्ट आस्किंग यू एक्चुअली
Okay, let me give the final. In cricket, they say last wicket, clean
हाँ
bowled.
हाँ
Let me give you the clean bowled. Ready?
हाँ
Clean bowled.
हम्म
If your death is already decided, then what about enlightenment? That
But
means Prabhu does not want you to be enlightened or what?
no, you are correct. But there is a proverb everyone says, everybody has come with a return ticket. Like that,
Yeah,
When you.
return ticket means the body has to come, body has to go.
Okay,
But
okay.
there's something called open ticket. Open ticket means date you can change.
Okay, okay. Okay,
You can have a ticket, but does not mean that you have to go on that particular flight. You can
okay.
change the date.
Second question is also on the karma.
Yeah.
There are certain persons who are getting killed in air crash. There are certain persons who are getting killed in train accidents. There are certain persons, death comes in various rupam actually. Whether there is any collective karma is there or anything like that, these kind of karmas these fellows have done so that God is putting all the people there in the plane like that,
There is, in one word answer, there is no collective karma.
there is no
There is no
collective.
family karma. There is no ancestors karma. Karma is your Aham Atma.
Yeah.
Krishnan. Krishnan, what is his karma? Whether he is established in consciousness, whether he is liberated, whether he is enlightened, nobody, your father's karma, mother's karma, wife karma, children karma, nobody's karma can touch you.
But when collectively the person dies,
That's
when
okay. That's okay. Collectively, we may do commit crime also together. Four people get together and do one murder. The karma is same.
karma is okay.
If four people are doing the same murder, karma is the same. If four people are helping the same person, old man on the street, karma is the same. The result will not be the same.
Okay, okay. Guruji, my third is not a question. It is only my sayings I'm saying. You were telling Ruth Anu that reverence should be there for God. आज मैं होटल गया था actually. Hotel में whenever I'm seeing a person, I have started seeing them with the reverence.
Good.
That habit I developed when I was taking food in the hotel. I remembered you actually. How you treat others with the reverence and respect. There are certain good qualities I try to imbibe from you actually.
Then what you do after seeing them with reverence? What you do?
मैं उसको नमस्कार किया, थैंक्स किया ना, इसको कुछ इस टेबल को कुछ साफ कर लीजिए, वो करने के बाद मैं उसको प्रणाम किया. छोटा छोटा, I could able to see the sip in small things by following your words, Guruji. Really.
Therefore, what I was telling you, to be
Hmm.
established in SIP consciousness means that should translate in not just in consciousness but in action.
Yeah.
So if we can continue to act in SIP consciousness all the time, then we are established. So
Surely.
we have to continue acting.
Okay,
Good.
Guruji, my timing is over. I will come in the second round.
Yes, please. Yogini, Viresh, and Yashwant.
Shivam, sir.
Shvoham.
Sir, I wanted to know eh, the journey from Komal to Yogini. So the karma part, does belongs to Yogini, but when I'm enlightened, that means I have no karma.
Hmm.
Or do I have karma? Does it continue with Yogini till the end?
So what is the meaning of karma? Karma belongs to whom?
The karma belongs to Komal.
And Komal is whom? Komal means the table or the chair. Who's Komal?
I am Komal.
I means who? What is this I?
The soul.
No, you're not soul.
The
You are
body.
Komal. Komal is a body, the hardware, and the mind and ego, the software. Komal, the body is the actor, the mind and ego is the director, and the soul is part of the creator. The soul does not hold any karma. The karma is in the account of mind and ego, which will carry from one janma to another janma. This body was not there. The karma belongs to the mind and ego, me, which brought Komal into this world. So when Komal dies, the day Komal dies, the mind and ego will carry karma and come again. It may come as Komal, and after it may come as Rita, it may come as Sita, it may come as anybody, correct?
Yes.
Only when you realize I am not this body and I'm not the mind and ego, then you are enlightened. If you're enlightened, then there's no karma. So if yogini is still name is yogini, but you're still behaving like Komal, you definitely have karma, definitely will come back. The one who does not come back is the one who is enlightened, the one who is liberated. That's why we spoke of 3 levels of that. Remember, I said the 3 steps: 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. First is awakened, then is enlightened, then is liberated. So when you are liberated, then you will not ask this question. Because when you ask this question, means there is still an amount of an element of doubt, an element of mind in your head. If you know what is the meaning of yogini, when you say I am yogini, yogini means what?
I'm not the mind, I'm not the body, I'm not the
No,
ego.
yogini means I am always in yoga. The word yogini means I am in yoga. That's the name you have taken. If you're always in yoga, then you're not in bhoga. If you're always in yoga, then your consciousnesses and subconsciousness is one. If you're really yogini, then where's the question of you having any karma?
So
Komal has
yogini
karma.
can also slip, no?
Komal can slip.
Not yogini.
If only name is yogini, you can slip. If you are really yogini, if your life is an image of divinity, if you are profoundly divine, if you are profoundly spiritual, then where is the question of you slipping? No chance. The body will die. So what? The body will die. I am the immortal soul. Then I will be liberated. So the matter is closed. You got it?
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Next, we have got after Yogini, we have got Videsh, Yashwant, and then second round Rutanu Ahmatma. If somebody comes in first round, you have an opportunity. Abba is the first round. Yes.
हाँ प्रणाम प्रभु जी
Pranam.
प्रणाम प्रणाम प्रभु जी अभी 2 दिन पहले जूम कॉल का टॉपिक था हाउ टू गिव अप एवरीडे डिजायर फॉर स्पिरिचुअल डिजायर
Correct.
उसके अंत में जो निष्कर्ष निकला और जो मैं समझ पाया कि टेस्ट ऑफ प्रभु या वन फ्लैश ऑफ शिप का एक्सपीरियंस ही जो है मुख्य रूप से हमें उससे वर्ल्डली डिजायर से मुक्त कर सकता है आपने ये भी बताया था कि हो सकता है कभी हमें उसका अनुभव चखा हो लेकिन उस इकस्टेसी को हम समझ ना पाए हो है ना
Correct.
तो अब आपसे ये प्रार्थना है कि इस टेस्ट को पाने के लिए और इसको समझने के लिए तथा इसी में ड्वेल करने के लिए हमें क्या प्रयास करना चाहिए ये
Beautiful.
बताने की कृपा करें
देखिए,
जी जी
सपोज मैं एक अनाथ आश्रम में जाता हूं और उस अनाथ आश्रम में मैं किसी की सेवा करता हूं और मैं बहुत खुश होता हूं.
जी
इतना समझ में आ रहा है मैं जो बोल रहा हूं?
जी जी
तो फिर
हाँ
अभी मैं वापस आ गया
ठीक
और मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं, अरे यार वो अनाथ आश्रम में गया ना, बहुत
जी
मजा आया, बहुत अच्छा लगा, गरीब
जी
लोग थे, बहुत अच्छा लगा, मैं
जी
गया, मैं उनकी सेवा किया. फिर अगले
जी
महीने मैं फिर बोलता हूँ, अरे अनाथ आश्रम में ना बहुत मजा आया, मैं ऐसा
जी
किया वैसा किया. फिर अगले साल मैं वैसा ही बोलता हूँ.
ठीक
तो उससे क्या होगा?
मतलब वो हमें एक अच्छा लगा था उस समय जब हम गए थे और कह रहे हैं लेकिन उसका अनुभव शायद नहीं हो पाएगा दोबारा
अगर हमें सचमुच बहुत अच्छा लगा,
जी
तो फिर हम क्या करते हैं?
दोबारा जाएंगे
सपोज
जी
आपकी दुनिया में सबसे अच्छा खाना कहाँ खाया?
जी
बेस्ट में बेस्ट खाना कहाँ खाया?
हाँ ना हम तो घर पे ही सबसे ज्यादा पसंद करते हैं
नहीं नहीं, घर की बात तो छोड़ो. अब आप
जी
कहीं
जी
बाहर नहीं खाते हैं या कहीं खाते हैं?
नहीं खाते हैं जाते हैं रेस्टोरेंट में जाते हैं
आपका बेस्ट प्लेस कहाँ है खाते हैं?
बेस्ट प्लेस तो वहीं झांसी में है प्रभु है ना
नाम क्या है उसका?
हाँ हाँ, ज्ञान वैष्णव भोजनालय
तो आप कितनी बार गए ज्ञान वैष्णव भोजनालय झांसी में? कितनी बार गए?
कई बार गए हैं महीने 2 महीने में जाते रहते हैं
जब
जी
भी आप झांसी जाते हैं वहां पे जाते हैं या नहीं जाते?
हाँ जाते हैं पूरा
क्यों
प्रयास
जाते
करते
हैं?
हैं हाँ
क्यों जाते हैं?
हमको हमको उसका खाना अच्छा लगता है और
हाँ.
हाँ जी
नाउ यू ट्राई. तो अगर हमें, इफ वी आर एबल
जी
टू इंजॉय, अभी मैंने ये कॉन्शियसनेस मैंने चखा है,
जी
तो मैं जूम कॉल में डेली क्यों आता हूं?
जी हमको उसका अच्छा लगता है वो जी
हमें इतना अच्छा लगता है कि एक दिन भी मिस करने का मन नहीं करता है.
मन नहीं करता जी
तो अगर हमें
जी
अगर हमें मूवी जाना है,
जी
अगर हमें मॉल जाना है, हमें मूवी जाना है, हमें बिरयानी खाना है, हमें बियर पीना है, अगर उन चीजों में मजा आता है
जी।
तो फिर हम वही करते रहेंगे।
हाँ, फिर इसमें नहीं आ पाएंगे।
लेकिन अगर हमें सच्चा सुख का अनुभव होता है, अगर हमने उसके लिए एक भी बार हमने उसको चखा है,
जी
बरोबर चखा है,
जी।
तो हम उसी में हम अटके रहेंगे, हम उसके
हाँ,
पीछे भागते रहेंगे।
भागते रहेंगे,
तो उसका
बिल्कुल।
मतलब ये है कि हमें वी
जी
हैव टू एस्पायर, इंग्लिश में
जी
बोलते हैं हमारे हमें हमें प्रभु के लिए एक जुनून चाहिए,
ठीक। जी
एक
जी।
इच्छा नहीं चाहिए।
हाँ हाँ,
इच्छा
दोनों।
इच्छा तो बहुत कमजोर कमजोर शब्द है।
कमजोर। जी जी।
एक
हाँ।
जुनून चाहिए।
जी जी।
और
हम्म।
एक बार वो अगर हमें जुनून से हमें वो मजा आता है, वो आनंद आता है, वो निर्वाण आता है ना,
जी जी
तो इसलिए आपने क्या द क्वेश्चन, इफ यू
जी
लुक एट द क्वेश्चन, आई एम ट्राइंग टू रीड द क्वेश्चन, आपने अगर आपके पास है तो मैं क्वेश्चन ढूंढ
जी
रहा हूं।
जी जी
The question says,
जी
how to give up everyday desires for spiritual desire?
जी
When the spiritual desire
जी
bears fruit, जब स्पिरिचुअल जो 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 हमारा जुनून है प्रभु के लिए,
जी
अगर उसमें हमने उसका आनंद चखा है ना,
जी।
तो एवरीडे डिजायर हम छोड़ देंगे।
छोड़ छोड़ देंगे, बिल्कुल। जी।
आप समझे मेरा आंसर अभी
हाँ हाँ हाँ, उसके लिए
जब
वो
तक हम
जुनून होना चाहिए। हाँ।
जब तक हमने ना जब जुनून नहीं, जब
जी
तक हमने चखा नहीं,
जी। ठीक।
हमें जो हम चखते हैं, वो हम टेस्ट, रुचि मिलती है,
जी
उसको हमें एहसास होना है, अरे ये मजा है, हमें ये चाहिए।
जी
अभी मैं आपको बताऊं, ये रूम कॉल है ना,
जी।
ये जूम कॉल में कई लोग डेली आते हैं, आप चेहरे देखते हैं, मतलब एक दिन भी
हाँ
मिस नहीं होगा।
हाँ, जानते हैं जी, देखते
और
हैं
कई
देखते हैं।
और कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं,
जी
मंडे आते हैं, कोई सैटरडे आता है, कोई एक दो
जी।
दिन बीच में आता है। तो क्या
हाँ।
उसको इस जूम कॉल का आनंद मिल रहा है?
नहीं, नहीं मिला, नहीं मिलेगा, नहीं
और
मिलेगा।
जिसको मिल रहा है,
हाँ, तो वो तो रोज आएगा,
हाँ,
वो तो हर काम छोड़ के आएगा। ये तो है।
बिकॉज
जी जी।
उसको इतना आनंद आ रहा है।
हाँ। जी जी।
तो
हाँ,
वैसे ही
जी
स्पिरिचुअल, वी विल गिव अप our everyday desire for spiritual desire when
जी
we taste the
जी
spiritual amrit.
जी
The moment we taste the spiritual amrit, which comes in little drops, अभी
जी
इस कॉल में छोटे छोटे ड्रॉप में आता है, अगर हमें उसका मजा आना शुरू हुआ और हमने
जी
उसको चखना शुरू किया, फिर तो
जी
हम छोड़ देंगे सब चीज।
जी। ये तो है।
डन,
जी
ओके,
जी। थैंक यू।
बस यस
अच्छा, एक
यस
प्रभु जी, एक रिक्वेस्ट थी आपसे कि
हाँ।
जैसे हम लोग इस कॉल में आते हैं, तो जब आप बोलते हैं तो आपका फेस आता है स्क्रीन पे, जब हम बोलते हैं तो हमारा आता है, आपका हट जाता है। क्या ऐसी सेटिंग हो सकती कि हम बोलें तो आधे में हमारा हो और आपका हमेशा बना रहे स्क्रीन पे?
देखना
अगर ऐसा,
पड़ेगा। आई
अगर संभव।
हुज एक्सपर्ट, आप लोगों को
जी।
देखना पड़ेगा आप में एक्सपर्ट कौन है,
नहीं।
ऐसे कैसे हो
हाँ,
सकता है।
नहीं कि हाँ, कि मतलब आपका चेहरा हमेशा रहे, चाहे हम बोलें चाहे आप बोलें। हम बोलें तो हमारा भी आ जाए, और नहीं तो
फर्क
आपका हमेशा बना रहे।
फर्क क्या है चेहरे में, क्या क्या फर्क है चेहरे में?
नहीं नहीं, उससे थोड़ा समझने में फेस टू फेस ज्यादा अच्छा। अगर यही कॉल जैसे कल आप कर रहे थे तो वीडियो
हाँ,
उतना अच्छा नहीं आ पा रहा था।
नहीं, हाँ,
आप
वो तो
आप
कल बिल्कुल मैं गाड़ी में था।
अब वो तो, जी
वरना
जी। हाँ।
इफ आई एम टॉकिंग विच इमेज विल कम ओनली यस्टरडे बिकॉज आई वाज इन द
जी
कार, इसलिए।
जी जी।
थैंक
है
यू,
ना? तो
वी विल
अगर
चेक,
ऐसी सेटिंग हो सके तो प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
वी विल चेक। थैंक यू वीरेश।
प्रणाम।
यशवंत आभा, सचिन, देन रूत अनु एंड अहमात्मा।
Good evening,
यशवंत,
sir.
यस यशवंत।
Sir, I have two questions. First question is, in this call, we are came to the conclusion that there is only one SIP. It
There is
create
only one SIP.
confusion for why we
Okay.
concluded one SIP. There is only one SIP.
So how many clouds are there?
Infinite, sir.
So SIP is infinite. If I tell you there's only one rain, what's the meaning there's only one rain? There's no one rain. It can rain today in Chennai, tomorrow it will be raining in Mumbai, it will be raining in Delhi, it will be raining in Singapore. But the whole universe is SIP, na? That in everything in the universe is SIP, na, Yashwant? Every atom is SIP, every human being is SIP, every Atma is SIP, every Panch Tattva. Every grain of sand is SIP. What more you want?
Sir, but
What is
common question,
confusing?
common question arises that in universe there is a duality is there, black, white, earth, mount, sky, like that.
Of course. So what's the
There
problem?
is
From duality, you have to learn non-duality. From duality, you have to learn the meaning of non-duality. That is enlightenment. When there is duality, you and me, then there is no enlightenment. When you understand, I understand you and me, we are one. That is enlightenment.
sir, but
Got it?
this common question arises for me. Why
What comment? What
about
is your
that SIP?
comment?
About the SIP?
So just to conclude, please think about it and come back. What is the meaning of SIP? SIP is a supreme immortal power. For example, in this world, how many electricities are there? There's only one electricity in this whole world. Whether it
No,
is
sir.
coming from solar power or hydro power, what? No. You're saying no.
There is in electricity there are many electricity
My
ACTs.
dear, my dear Yashwant, where is all this electricity coming from? From your house or my house? Or from Donald Trump or Narendra Modi? Where is all the electricity coming from? Can you answer my question?
That is not answerable, sir.
That is answerable. All electricity is coming from SIP. All electricity is coming from the universal power, from dark matter, dark energy, universal power, all coming from that. So please contemplate and come back.
Okay,
Abha
sir.
Patel.
Second question, sir.
Yes.
According to Vivekananda, he says that they alone who live for others, uh, the rest are more dead than alive. What is the meaning?
Read again.
The alone who live for others,
They alone. The alone or they alone?
they alone,
They, not the. They alone. Then they
they
alone.
alone live who live for
Yes.
others.
Yes.
The rest are more dead than alive.
The people who are not living for others do not realize SIP in one and all. Such people are already dead. Such people have not awakened to the truth. Do you understand?
Yeah, I need to contemplate, sir.
It's very simple. Okay, but I don't know. Shahid wants to raise his hand. I was talking about this subject, Shahid. Okay, unmute Shahid. And then Abha Patel. You just want to clarify this. Yes, Shahid?
So, Prabhu, Shivaham, so what Swami Vivekananda told, he said they only live who live for others.
Correct.
Rest are better alive than dead. That means the one who is doing seva for others, looks God in all, they are really living. Others are as good
Exactly.
as animals. Karke. So, in
Exactly.
the context of Ramakrishna Ashram and Atmano Mokshartam Jagat Hitai, he spoke this in one of his speeches.
Okay,
That's only the
good.
quote.
Yeah, same thing I said. No
Yeah.
difference. Thank you, Abha. Abha Patel.
Pranam Kaji.
Yes, Abha.
Well, I'll start with again the silly question. Reverence.
No
Is there.
no silly question. Yes.
I know. I'll say that and you say that. But the reverence is there. And I do see SIP in all. But it's very difficult to, like one prays. Who do you pray to? If I'm SIP, find it very difficult to. So reverence does create kind of duality, doesn't it?
It's a very beautiful question. It's a very valid question. Okay.
Yeah.
So please pay attention. You have to pay deep attention to this. So are you not Abha Patel?
My body is Abha Patel.
And obviously, the one I'm speaking to is also Abha Patel. You are not Donald Trump. You are not any correct? No.
Yeah.
I'm just you are
I
no
know.
doubt.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. So Abha, if you changed your name, for example, to the soul in Abha Patel Sap, then I would call you Sap. I would not call you Abha Patel. I'd say, hi, Sap. Because why? Because you have realized I am soul in Abha Patel. So I'm Sap. I'm not Abha Patel. I'm Sap. That is a state of awakening. Now back to your question. Back to your
I mean,
question. If
okay.
I am SIP, no, I don't want to lose the plot. If I am SIP, then who should I pray? Why should I pray to? If I am SIP, then there's no need to pray. Na? It's a very, very valid question.
Hmm.
You have realized you are SIP. Now, at least intellectually, you understand that you are SIP. You have any doubt, or you believe in what we say, that we are not this body, there is no mind, the ego is enlightened, we are the soul. Is there any doubt in this whole thing?
No, no.
So my question to you, I tell you that when my is there, NP, the Deepu will be ready. I tell you, Manjak, sure, Manjak, be alert, that this is a ring. Okay. So this ring is only a ring. It's not ring, it's gold. So you understand that this ring is not a ring, it is gold. But even though you understand it is gold, if I ask you what it is, you will still say it's a ring. Because there's a bangle, there's a ring, there's a chain, there are so many things. You
Yeah.
know, the bangle is also gold, the chain is also gold, the ring is also gold, but you identify it as a ring. The moment the ring melts and becomes gold, will you still say it's a ring?
Right.
If the ring is melted and becomes gold, will you still say it is a ring or you'll say it is gold
Well,
after
it's
it
melted,
melts?
it's gold.
Ha.
It's gold.
So, but as long as it's a ring, then what is it? As long as it's a ring, although we know it is gold, we understand it is gold, what do we still call it?
The ring.
So, like that. So, you are living as Abha Patel with the awareness that this Abha Patel that appears to be is just a manifest. Like a ring is just an appearance. It's not a really it's a ring. It appears. You are appearing as. And when you are appearing as, you are a spark of unique life. You are that energy that is in as I'm talking to you, you can feel that energy in your eyes, you can feel that energy in your hands. Can you not feel that energy is
Hmm.
everywhere? So,
Right.
so that about that energy, is it only in your eyes or only in your nose or only in your ear, or it is everywhere?
Everywhere.
Okay, so is it different energy in the eye and different energy in the nose and different energy in the ears?
No.
Why do you make it? Why do you feel it's only one energy?
Difficult question
No,
to
no,
answer.
no, because no, there's nothing, because it is one, because it is
It
that
is.
same energy. There's nothing to define. I'm just
Yeah.
asking you, asking you hypothetical kind of question. So, Abha, as long as you are in this body called Abha Patel, although you realize I am a soul, you realize the non-duality. You realize I am that SIP, which is the supreme that is manifesting in me.
Hmm.
And in that realization, you do not lose the body. The body still lives till such time the divine wants you to live. So up to now, you have no, it's very clear and
Hmm.
precise,
Right.
right? There's no confusion in what we are talking. But
No.
although we are living, you and me, even I am living as air.
Hmm.
Actually, air is the Atma in Ravi. It appeared to be Ravi. Everybody, my mother still calls me Ravi. She doesn't know the meaning of Atma and Ravi. But
Hmm.
I know I am the Atma in Ravi, and that Atma in Ravi is nothing but the Paramatma. But I, as the Atma, although I know that the Atma is Paramatma, I still have reverence for that Paramatma, which is universal. That does not mean that I am believing in duality. That does not mean that I am separate from the Atma. I am that. I be like that. I behave like that. Therefore, all the time, I see SIP in all. I love SIP in all. I serve SIP in all. I live in that SIP consciousness. And how do I do it, Abba? Most important, the way of doing it is to dissolve the ego. The more and more I dissolve my Abha Patelness, if I dissolve this existence of Abha Patel, the more and more I dissolve and dissolve and dissolve and dissolve and dissolve, the more and more my SIP consciousness increases. The more and more I will start feeling I am SIP. But
Right.
ultimately, the realization is needed. So, the answer finally to your question is how to pray. Pray as Abha Patel, because you cannot pray as Sachin or Rutanu or anybody. You are in the body of Abha Patel with the awareness, with the consciousness that in reality, I am only appearing as Abha Patel. I am SIP. I am SIP. And I'm praying to that SIP which appears as Abha Patel because I am still Abha Patel till such time I'm breathing as Abha Patel.
And when you give thanks, I mean, everybody wants to pray when they're not feeling well and or looking for, but that's easy. But when you want, so gratitude and all that, which is a good thing to do. So, that comes out automatically. Who are you thanking? Again, you're thanking SIP.
SIP. SIP. Say, so suppose you're, no, I'm imagining I'm in consciousness of Abha Patel. Okay.
Right.
What am I praying? No, I'm praying as Abha Patel. I'm praying.
Right.
Okay. Dear SIP, you have blessed me to realize that even though I was Abha Patel is that habitat in which I dwell. I am the divine soul, and that soul is you. And I pray that I do not fail in living and dying as Abha Patel. May I be blessed to be in consciousness. Always remember that I am not Abha Patel. My name is Abha Patel. I am a divine soul. I am a speck of thee. I would like to live as a divine instrument. Pour thy grace upon me so I can continue to be thy divine instrument. I know I am nothing. I know I am nothing. You are everything. But having blessed me to be in this body with these hands, bless me to live as a divine instrument and to be thy messenger. And to
Lovely.
you're
That's
very, very right.
really,
So
yeah.
if you do like this, then you're fine.
Right. There was something else and it's gone out of my mind.
Now come back. But you got this point
Yeah.
you're clear about?
Yes, absolutely. And that
And
was very clear because it's always been, that's what I wish for the whole time. And then I say, who am I wishing to?
so don't
Okay.
hesitate. And when you have a doubt, no, when you have sometimes you have a doubtful question, don't hesitate to ask. Because only when you ask can you clarify your doubt.
I just remembered what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah.
Do you believe? I mean, everybody says that, and I do not know that. When you think positive things, you send out that energy everywhere. And although I agree that we should be on a accept whatever is happening in life, whether it's good or bad, and the thing. But when you send out positivity comes into your life. Is that a fair assumption, or
Yeah. But you must understand the entire thought chain.
right?
So quickly, I'm going to tell you very quickly what the thought chain is. Okay. So I'm asking you a question. You wake up in the morning.
Right.
Can you control the thought that comes to you first, or it just comes?
It just comes. Yeah.
You can't control it.
No, of course
So,
not.
so what I'm saying, so the mind you can control because the mind is a bundle of toxic thoughts. But
Right.
when a thought appears, as long as you're in conscious, suppose a thought comes to you and says, I want to catch that wretched woman and give her a slap. Now, this is the thought that came to you. Immediately, you say, I am sick. That wretched person is also sick. I let go of this thought. So
Okay.
what did you do? What did you caught that rotten thought? You caught that
Right.
So what I'm going to tell you, we can control our awareness. We can control our consciousness
Okay.
now, and we can control our emotions. And emotion is emotion. Emotion means energy in motion. How do you
Right.
control your emotion? You can choose love or hate. You can choose faith or doubt. You have an ability to choose emotions. And
Right.
these emotions are raw material of your thoughts. So
Correct.
if you keep on choosing positive emotions, positive emotions, then what will your thoughts eventually be?
Positive. Right.
And okay, next step. Whatever your thoughts, those become your feelings. Whatever your feelings, those become your actions. So what you will vibrate to your world will be your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. And your thoughts,
Fantastic.
feelings, and actions are coming from your emotions, which you can choose.
Fantastic. That's clarified it fully. Although I
Thank
knew
you.
it, but it didn't. Thank you.
No, no. So therefore, sometimes you just need a mirror, right? You just need a mirror
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now capture it. Yeah, always have a little notebook, or on your mobile, capture some things. So then you dwell, you revel in this. So for example, I am never negative. Now, what is special in me? There's nothing.
Yeah.
I have just eliminated negativity. I don't want negativity, so I've eliminated it. That's it.
Wonderful.
We can do it. Okay, good. Sachin,
Thank
thank
you.
you, sir. Thank you. Sachin, Meenakshi, God's will, Ashwin, Rumataji. Then
Shivam,
Rutanu and Ahmatma. Yes,
Shivam
Shivam.
Guru. Really just wanted to clarify the same point which we were discussing yesterday because we could not have a clear conversation. So I was saying that day, the first day when I restarted the topic on the desire, I said that the highest desire which I have today is to achieve God, nothing else. Only I need Sat, and I don't have anything which is coming to my mind. I am dying for that desire right now. As if now my state of mind is very clear. I don't have any desires, for anything. Of course, I do eat. I do, go everywhere wherever I have to go, but not that if that doesn't happen, anything will stop for me. No, that's not the state of mind I am in, and I'm very clear about this. So that's what I wanted to take clarity on that. That you said that it's very rarest, and at times it can be something like on a Zoom, some people can put uh, kind of show off or kind of come up like that, but it could not could be is not natural. It's very rare that it is possible. If that has happened, that's very good. So I just wanted a little clarity on that point, that I really have. I mean, if you ask my thoughts right now, for the last 2 3 months, I have nothing to ask, nothing, no desire. Only one desire is very clear, and that's
Okay.
super clear, that I
So
need
what is
God.
your question? So what is your question?
No, I just needed to have a little more clarity on this, nothing
Okay, let
else.
me explain. Let me explain to you. Point number one. Point number one, people who come to the Zoom are all sincere people because this is not an entertainment. Nobody will come and waste 1 hour on Zoom. If they want if they want entertainment, they'll go to TV. They will not, first of all, be clear about it. There's nobody coming to the Zoom who is not sincere, who's not genuine. Only, so that point I'm clarifying to you, okay? Now, sometimes you're coming on Zoom, but if the ego and the mind is in command, then you want to make it look like I'm in SIP consciousness, I am enlightened, I am awakened, I know this, I know that. Who are you fooling? You're not anybody doing that is only fooling themselves because ultimately they only will suffer. Now, having put that behind, you're saying for few months,
No, we are
although
not
I'm
here to
doing,
show anything. What we
yeah,
are, we
so
are.
so
What
when
we are,
in
we are.
last few months, I see that you have a lot of jigyasu, lot of mumukshu. You are trying your best to be in the divineness. So that's very good. And I understand that you may be struggling through certain aspects of your life, but that struggle is not affecting you. You are. So I think this is part of growing what I call our spiritual muscles. There are people who go to a gym for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day. I know somebody going for 2 3 hours a day to build spiritual muscles. What will you do by building spiritual muscles? Ultimately, nothing.
Ultimate,
Sorry, you're not in spiritual,
ultimate
you're
goal is
physical
liberation.
muscle. You go to
Physical
gym to
mission
build
is
your
to get strength,
physical
get
muscles.
strength, get
Yeah, my
strength,
my mind is saying spiritual
get
muscle. So
strength.
on the Zoom call, you are coming to build your spiritual muscles. In the gym, you are trying to build your physical muscles. So as long as you keep on building your spiritual muscles, you keep building your spiritual muscles, you keep building your spiritual muscle, you become more and more and more in consciousness. You start seeking gossip. Your complete life is that. So there's nothing wrong. What you're doing is in the right path. The question is how to lead a material life in a spiritual world, how to be able to do my dharma, go beyond artha, kama, and reach moksha. This is the challenge. This is
Like
the
I'll
challenge.
give you an example why I said this. There are a lot of time, of course, I think Krishna keeps talking about this, and I do. I'm sure all of us face the same challenge, at home. We have events to go for. We have many things to go on, but there's not a single day, if I recall right, that even the events are going on. I went to my close relative wedding as well. I was there, part of the wedding, but I was in the call. So I'm very clear that I don't want to lose this focus. Of course, I have
Good.
to go there. I can't miss that, because there are sometimes you have to be in relation and you have to maintain that, right? But
Yeah.
then, but I was there, but I was not there. It's like that.
So let me tell you, though this is not what I am telling. The one who is a jigyasu, a mumukshu, will become a jnani, will become a yogi, will become a Buddha. If you are not sincere in your seeking, there's no magic. If somebody doesn't attend the call, how can they get the gyan? You tell me, if you don't attend the call, how
And
can you get the gyan?
okay. Second thing which I wanted to ask was that, Guruji, that when you say silence, which I'm practicing, I'm getting up in the morning at nowadays. After I spoke to you, about it's been 20 days out, I'm waking up in the 4 in the morning. And I'm trying my best to do that. So when I'm doing meditation for you, I mean I'm doing that meditation of 1 hour which you have given, guided meditation. Of course, I'm doing Shubham and Japa. But then apart from that, do you think that apart from that also I must practice just to be in silence, do nothing?
See, let me tell you, don't get into micros. The macro subject is this: try to live in union with the divine. Try to spend 24 hours a day when you're not sleeping in dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, prema yoga. In that time, if you have to do your dharma, you have to do your duty to earn your living, do it. Even when you're doing your dharma, AC, I gave you this mantra yesterday or day before yesterday. AC means always connected. I told you AC does not mean air condition. To me, AC means always connected. You must always be connected to SIP. And this is the magic of my life. Whatever I'm doing, I'm connected to SIP. There is not a moment I'm disconnected from SIP. Stick to this. Stick to this. Be in AC. Be always connected. Or see, what will people say? Who will I please? Who will I displease? Arey bhaad mein jao, man. Who I please, who I displease, go to hell. Nothing matters. For me, it is sip, sip, sip on my lip. I have a strong grip. I will not slip. I want sip. This has to be the macro for you. That's it. Continue. If this is your macro, nothing can stop you. Okay?
Okay.
Meenakshi. Meenakshi, God's will. Ashwin. Rumataji.
Hello, Shubham sir.
Yes, Shiva
Good
Meenakshi.
evening. Yeah, so sir, I have two questions today. The first one is like when we do plan something, is it part of mind or consciousness? Like I'll be
You can
doing
you
in
can be you can be planning with mind, you can be planning with consciousness. If it's a rotten idea, your mind is conspiring. Mind can create a lot of rotten plans. But if
no,
you are
but
in consciousness, if you are living in consciousness and your plan is from consciousness, it's divine, it is intellectual, it is beautiful.
no, sir, but are we trying to say कि if any negative thought, any negative planning is mind or any
Absolutely.
positive?
No, that's not like that. When you are in the mind state and you are planning, it's the mind who's planning. Most likely it is negative. When you are in intellectual state, it cannot be negative, cannot be wrong, because intellect is a power of discrimination, cannot go wrong, cannot be negative, cannot be bad.
So suppose there is one example like I have to go somewhere, okay, and I'm planning कि I'll be doing this time, like I'll be doing this at this time. Then again and again, I'm thinking, कि, oh, I need to do packing. Oh, I need to do something else. I need to do so. Like I'll be doing at this time. That is part of planning. Obviously, if I have to do something, if I have go to somewhere, like so, is it? I'm not sure. Is it coming from mind or is it coming from consciousness?
If it is a mind, you will come to know, because it is not you. The moment you are still, the moment in 1 second you are silent, you can come to know. Is it my awareness or is it mind? Moment you want to find out, Meenakshi, if you want to find out mind or consciousness, stop. Stop.
Uh, that I
Just
tried
stop.
today. Yeah. Okay.
Immediately you will know it's mind or consciousness.
Okay.
Don't talk. Don't talk. Don't do
Just
anything. Stop.
uh,
Close your eyes. Stop. Close your eyes. Witness. Observe. In 1 second you will know. Mind or consciousness. Mind or intellect. 1 second you will know. Not more than 1 second.
okay. Okay. And second question is, sir, I think this question has already been asked in this call. So I'm again asking, like, there is Neti Neti Tattvamasi, okay? that I am not body, I am not mind. Why there are no three netis, like neti, 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 tattvamasi?
Because there is no
I
three
think
things.
no. So the ego is the false identity. We understand. The ego is
But ego is there or ego is not there?
ego is there. I is
Ego,
always there.
ego is a reality or ego is not a reality?
Ego is reality, sir.
Body is not a reality.
Body will
Body,
disappear.
body is only an appearance. Body is only mithya. Body comes from energy, goes back into energy. Comes from mitti, goes back into mitti. Neti. Na iti. I am not this body. Na iti.
Okay.
I am not this mind. But we cannot say na iti. I am not this
Okay.
ego.
Okay.
You
Okay.
are the ego.
Okay. The
You
whether you
are
are
the
the
ego. Cannot be neti, neti, neti. Cannot be.
got it. This
Na
has been
iti.
answered, but I think
Na iti, na iti. Na, not the body, not the mind. Tattvamasi.
mm,
Na iti tattvamasi. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not I. I am Sip.
that I understand the ego. Okay. And the secondly, then we say ki the mind does not exist. We understand. Okay. But some saints or some like in Jainism also, they always say कि हमें मन को control करना है. We need to do something about the man. Like
You
lower
have
down.
to do.
Only
You have
we
to
in
do.
this only
Of
we
course.
in this call understand कि there is no mind.
I also say you have to do something to the mind. I say you have to kill it. I say you have to still it. I say you have to eliminate it.
But we say na कि mind is not there, but man is not there. It is bundle of
Mind,
thoughts.
okay. So what is the mind?
Bundle of thoughts.
So when it's a
Toxic
bundle of thoughts, when it's a bundle of toxic thoughts, it's there or it's not there?
Out of ignorance is there. Na? In reality, that is not there.
So the moment you realize, then out of it, then you eliminate the mind, nikal diya mind ko.
Okay. Got it.
And see, one more thing. Lot of swamis and lot of saints will tell lot of things.
Huh.
Don't have to convince every swami in this world that what you know is right.
No, why I did ask, because Neti Neti is the very from the very first day the Sanatan Dharma ka Neev is Neti Neti Tattvamasi.
Yeah.
So they also understood ki mind is not there.
Yeah,
But
of course.
in other, like nowadays the sadhus all they are talking about the mind. I don't think ki they understand ki man is not there. They think ki man is there.
Yeah. See, so some of them are doing it out of popularity. I met a very enlightened Swami yesterday, Maharaj Riteshwar Swami in Vrindavan. Of course, he's completely awakened, completely enlightened. He knows everything. He's trying to start a Sanatan board. He's part of Sanatan, trying to do Sanatan Sishu Mandir in 6,48,000 villages in India, trying to do Sanatan Vishwavidyalaya. They're trying to do all those. So there are some people who are very advanced.
Okay, got it.
Good.
Thank you.
God's will, Ashwin. Rumataji. God's will, Ashwin.
Thanks for taking this call.
Yes.
The Lord Jesus praised love very much, and it's become the central part of Christianity. He said you should love God and you should love your
thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor.
And my idea is that I suppose that love God means you should love his creation. And
how else can you love God? What is the way to love God?
the only way is to love nature, love other human beings. I think it's the same. You should like
the moment you realize God in the temple of your heart. This is also part of the Bible, right? Luke 17, the kingdom of God is within. Corinthians 3:16, God lives in the temple of thy heart. This is part of the Bible. In Genesis, he says, I created you out of dust and I blew life into you, right? This is all part of the Bible. I'm not so good at it, but this is all part of the Bible.
So love is includes all aspects. My idea is that if you see oneself as one with the creation, then one responds correctly, and that's love. It's not an academic thing. It's just you see non-division, and then the response is love.
Love is prayer. Prayer is love. If you are saying I pray but I don't love, you have not learned the meaning of prayer. If you want to pray, you must learn to love. How can you pray without? There are some people who are praying with anger in their heart, with grudge in their heart, with negativity in their heart. Cannot be that. Impossible. Okay.
But if,
Anything else, Will?
well, if you pray to God, it's like you're. It's not a person that you're praying to. I think that's what you're saying. I mean, God is.
Who is God? Who is God? Where is God? What is God? God is the divine manifesting everywhere. So if you want to pray to God, you pray every if, for example, you want to go to you want to go to the post office and you want to drop a letter, then you can't just go to the post office and leave the letter on the outside on the ground and come. You have to put it in the post box, right? If you don't put it in the post box, how will the letter reach? How will your letter reach? So what I'm saying is, just like you think it's not the post office, but the post box. You have to understand the post office is there's no sense of the post office without the post box. So if you want God, where is God? Who is God? God is you. God is in every being, including a DOG.
Can I ask another question?
Yes.
This week I was kind of contemplating what the essence of these religions are. Like Christianity is certainly the essence of Christianity is love, and the essence of Buddhism is in some ways you could say not doing, but about patience, about wearing away of karma. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but the essence of Buddhism, as I see it, is it's about non-action, not doing bad things. Especially, this is the key to it. But am I right in saying that the essence of Hinduism, the Indian religions, is this neti reflection? Would you say that's
the essence is God realization. The essence of Hinduism is moksha, and the essence of Buddha is nirvana, which is nothing but the same. Unfortunately, people have not understood Buddha. People have not understood the meaning of Shunyata. People have not understood the meaning of Apodipo Bhava. People have not understood.
Yeah, I mean the essence of the practice, like the practice of Buddhism is very much one of refraining from bad things. Not even so much doing good, but of course you do good, but refraining is a large.
But we have to find the ultimate will. We have to be just not doing bad is not enough. For like you said, I think you told me, in Buddhism, the word love does not bloom, does not blossom. There's not much talk of the Buddhist loving. These are your words, right? You told me some days back.
Love is not it's not really a Buddhist word, because the Buddha was aiming at a very different way, and I'm trying just to cover, as I understand it, the essence of Buddhism is this word patience, endurance, and facing suffering, but a lot of it's to do with patience, not actually doing.
And okay, to close this point, really, ultimately for what? Ultimately for what?
Yeah, well, that answer we all know, but I'm really, what I'm interested in is the key, the essence of the practice. Like in Christianity, the essence of the practice is love. The essence of Buddhism is patience, shall we say? The essence of Hinduism, as I know, the actual practice is the neti reflection. I think that's what you've commonly said. The practice is.
This is open-ended. What you are saying is an ocean, so we can go on and on. So. Okay, so we have only 5 minutes to close, Will. I'll quickly take those who are in the first round. Ashwin, quick comment from Ashwin, Rumataji, quick. The hand is down when the person goes down. Yes, don't put the hand down. Yes, Ashwin.
Well, I'm trying to live life with consciousness.
Yeah.
I'm new to these Zoom calls, and I'm trying to understand that I am a SIP.
Yes.
But sometimes I find it very difficult to understand where does empathy sit in our lives, because it works two ways. And I find it very difficult when somebody shows empathy to me and I show empathy to somebody else. I don't know where it lies in my life right now.
What do you mean by empathy?
empathy, you recognize somebody's hard work and you empathize that they're doing a pretty hard, they're working hard
So
and
do
they're
you
doing a pretty good job.
so do you
But
empathize?
they're not looking for recognition.
Okay. So do you empathize everybody on the street? You walk out of your house and empathize with everybody on the street?
I do, where people ask questions and they're talking about their inner uh, issues with you, and your answers help me to understand why I empathize with them. But when they ask the question, I sometimes try, it's very difficult to understand because it's individual situation.
You know, Ashwin, in this call, what we learn, when we learn to see the divine in all, when we see the divine in one and all, we see SIP in every being, then empathy becomes a natural behavior. You don't need to empathize because that realization that, that everybody is, for example, when you go to a temple, everybody in the temple is a devotee. Nobody needs to tell you that all these are devotees. You know, all are praying to God. You know, all are divine. All have come here for a prayer. So, therefore, in this Zoom call, this whole idea is to develop peace, love, and bliss as a natural emotion in you, a natural feeling that flows through you. But I think you have a deeper question. Maybe tomorrow you can frame it for a longer discussion. We can ask you again because now we can't do it much. Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you for understanding. Rumata ji, jaldi फटाफट बोलना पड़ेगा. Rumata ji, Sukhi Prakasha. Quick, quick, quick. We have to close.
प्रणाम गुरु जी.
प्रणाम.
शिवोहम.
बोलिए.
शिवोहम गुरु जी.
बोलिए
Guru
माता
ji,
जी.
one thing is there. First of all, Monday bhajans were so nice. Daily, I am listening it 2-3 times.
Okay.
They are so good. Guruji, you tell me if I feel connected with SIP by listening bhajans. So, is it okay?
Of course, it is okay. What is wrong? But it is not enough. It
Now
is
that I
okay.
know it is
It
not
is.
enough.
If you are, what you are doing by listening to bhajan is you're only in bhakti and bhakti yoga. You have to
Yes,
go
Guruji.
beyond. You have to go beyond that. You have to become. You have to become SIP. You have to. You have to. You have to. You have to see SIP in all, love SIP in all, serve SIP in all. You have to live in SIP consciousness. ये करना important है माता जी.
Okay, Guruji.
वो भजन सुनना बहुत अच्छा है लेकिन उससे आगे बढ़ो.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. After Rumataji, we have got Sukhi Prakasha.
Shivoham sir, I bow down to all the sympathy call.
Yes.
Yesterday you were saying on Vairagya, and when you were explaining Sip Girija on the Vairagya, that hotel thing, there was disturbance, so I couldn't understand. So I wanted to know the difference in the hotel example and the example where if you are addicted to something and if you are letting go, consciously, then what is the difference? Which I felt the addiction was more related to Vairagya, but the hotel thing, even I didn't get clearly.
See, Vairagya, what the hotel example was that when you go to the hotel, you don't pack all the stuff of the hotel and take it with you.
Yeah, because it doesn't belong to us.
Yeah, so that is that's a kind of detachment. So this is called detachment.
Okay.
So you need to be in detachment, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
That example is just to help you be in detachment, nothing else. And what's the other thing you want to ask? So yeah. Everybody has got some example, but don't have to get each example has its own meaning. Yes.
Okay.
Other thing was
Another thing was BMJ when we say is it to the situation or because everything is SIP we say? Then
see
how
BMJ
can we...
bhaad mein jao, BMJ or bhaad mein jao means nothing matters, means you are dispassionate. So this is one is you're
about the
detached.
situation.
About everything. Because you are living in that you're living in the world of awareness of Maya. Everything is a dream. Everything is Maya. अरे भाड़ में जाओ में क्या फर्क पड़ता है? क्या how does it matter?
So can we
Otherwise,
have some
Suki,
other word?
Otherwise, we are saying, oh, this is wrong, that is wrong. He told like this, she told like this, why he told like this, why he did like this. All the time we are caught in samsara.
Since this word doesn't means sound good, so I thought if any other word can be there.
You let go. Nothing matters.
Okay.
This is Krishna's favorite word. I don't say. Everybody can use whatever they like. Next
Okay.
to close,
Thank you
Prakasha
so
quickly, and then Rutanu Ahamatma closing comments. Prakasha, Rutanu Ahamatma to close. Thank
Good
you.
evening, Guruji, and namaste, Guruji.
Yes, sir.
Guruji, I saw your interview with Diamond King Savji Dolkia, sir, interview. That is a very nice and super interview. That is, Guruji. You both, you and Savji sir also were two kind people. So 1 hour, 15 minutes is there, that interview. I learned something from that interview actually. How you also doing good to nation and he is also good to nation, something.
Okay.
So I
Very good.
learned from that interview. And
No question. You have a
a
question?
question, Guruji, believe in God, believe in God. Nothing happening good in our lives, but we should believe in God, believe. What is the use this word, Guruji?
Believe means you have to accept now who's controlling everything in this world. Is it
God
some
only.
some Osama bin Laden, somewhere some Saddam Hussein? Who's controlling? There is a supreme immortal power. You have to believe in that. You don't believe in, you cannot move forward, Prakasa.
Something,
First you
nothing
believe.
happening good day by day
Because you're not
prayer.
believing.
So the,
How can it happen good if you don't believe?
Hmm.
It's not happening because you're not believing. If you're believing, you will have faith, you will have hope, you will have trust, you will have enthusiasm. Automatically, everything will be good. Change your style.
Okay,
From
Guruji.
today, start believing. Okay? If you believe, it
Sure.
says in the Bible, if you believe, you will achieve. If you don't believe, you will not achieve.
Okay, Guruji.
And today time is over, so tomorrow. Quick comment, Rutanu Atma. Only quick comment.
Yeah, Shivam, Guruji, I wanted to answer you that a lady who's having a child in the womb, it does not stay there. So it is the karma of parents more because the baby is not in consciousness.
Too deep a question. Tomorrow. Atma, we have to close.
Yeah, Guruji, a very, very small question. I was discussing with my friend that death is taking place. Somebody is having peaceful death. Somebody is having very terrible death. He was telling me we should leave this earth while getting up in the morning. We should go away. In the sleep itself, our Atma should go away from the body like that. Should we? He was telling me we should always pray to the Almighty to go in the sleep itself. What is your opinion on that?
Don't tell the Almighty what he must do. He knows better than you and me.
No, because why I asked you is we should have a painless death. That is the reason
Okay, so
I'm asking.
tomorrow, to be continued. My dear friends, every day I pray and I come to this call and I pray, oh God, make all these Zoomers ask question 8 o'clock. But God, you are not doing like that, God. Why you are not doing like this, God? Every day you are bringing people at 8:45, 8:50, 8:55. So God, I have a complaint on you. Why you are not doing? When will we realize it is not God that we should complain upon? It is every individual who makes a choice. God is not involved in all this drama. And this drama will continue. Even though I come at 8 o'clock and not tell everybody, okay, it's 8 o'clock, you can ask any question as much time as you want. Still, people will come at 8:55. And the administrator has no job. Administrator cannot do anything. And even if you're keeping on talking, she will mute you and you're still going on talking, but nobody is listening to you because you're already muted. This is called life. What is this I'm telling? When time is there to be enlightened, we don't want to be enlightened. And when it's time over, we are all running to be enlightened. How will we be enlightened? The learning from today is this. If we want to be enlightened, let us start early. Let us be in time. Prabhu is waiting for us. Prabhu wants us. Prabhu is calling us. But we are waiting for the last moment. No, Prabhu, now I am only 40 years old. I will come to you when I'm 45 years old. Prabhu, I will come to you when I'm 50 years old. Some people are 50 years old. Prabhu, I will come to you when I'm 60 years old. Some people are 80 years old. Prabhu, another 5 years, Prabhu, then I will come. The time is now. Let us make the best use of every moment. With folded hands, I bow down to you.